Hey YouTube, I know it's been a while, but thank you for returning. Welcome back. I have some life stuff going on. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. It'll be a much future episode after some things happen. It's nothing bad, just some life changes going on that I'm focusing on and I have to focus on. So a lot of that stuff. Also, you may have noticed my Patreon got deactivated. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it. What happened, it's a total bullshit, in all honesty, and it's really stupid. Yeah, I'm not going to try to bash Patreon, but I am starting not to be a fan of them. You know, it's like the whole same thing of, like, the things I see. I'm not a major YouTuber, right? But hearing the major YouTubers complain about how, like, YouTube treats their people sometimes, or, like, the things you hear about, like, Twitch, it's just everything, you know, it's corporations, right? So it's all the same BS, no matter who it is, what it's for. It sucks. But anyways, we're not here for that. I'm still got my reactions. I had to re-record this one though, so I do apologize, because this is the only episode that got completely lost. So after this, though, everything is like a genuine reaction, and it was the first time. But you'll see it like, oh, I have all of this right now, and then next week I think I'll just go back to having just the mustache. But this is a lot of work. So, yeah, it sucks, and thank you for joining me and sticking around, you know, to watch this and continue this journey. But I am almost done. I literally was almost done. I'm on the last 2 episodes right now of Gundam Seed Season 1, and I'm ready to finish it. I'm going to do my drinking rules. Already made it, but look forward to that. I got it all. I just got to edit it, and then it'll come out, and hopefully I should be able to do every week if I can get ahead of it, and you guys will have quite a bit of content for a while. So, yep, and then we'll start Destiny. All right. But check out the Patreon regardless. The new one. I made it a separate one. Yeah. Anyways, that's a long intro. So let's go. You guys tell it's been a while since I've recorded. I'm like not very great at vocalizing. Oh, okay. This is like right after they were being chased, and then Orb let them in. This is still okay. I gotta remember. I don't know things yet. But I'm so far ahead. I know a lot of things. I just want you guys to see my genuine reaction before I do it. But I'll try to stick with what's in this episode. I gotta remember where I'm at though. Oh yeah, yeah, this is just after God, what's it called? Not Memento Mori, but the Cyclops thing. Croissant did it to get some hoes. I think I remember this when I first watched it. I think what I was commenting on was that you can't just be like, oh no, I'm not a soldier anymore. That would be desertion. You're still belonging. Like, I understand that they were wronged, right? And obviously I wouldn't want to go back. I think I was saying though that honestly, them running away, like staying out of that and being like, yo, we're going to try to survive, because they're not really AWOL. They are AWOL, obviously, in the context of the show. I understand that. But also, there is another choice here. You could go back and fight the Earth forces with some justice, you know, legal stuff, and be like, yo, they tried to kill, well, one, they killed us all. You're a witness to what happened. And you're like, that's wrong. And if they brought it to the right people, like, this world isn't completely made of maniacs, right? It might seem like it, in all honesty. But I tend to believe that most people are good. We just sometimes don't do it in the best way with our intentions, or kind of get lost sometimes, make bad decisions, right? All that stuff. They act like there is no other choice, that they're just gone, they can't go back to the Earth Federation forces and whatnot. And that's just not true. You could go it would be a really tough path to go the political route and fight the injustices that are going on. In all honesty, usually there's just a select few of people that make changes to the world, right? It's those political leaders, very influential people that are charismatic. Most people, we can only affect so little, but there are those that can, and I mean, right, Kira is going to be one of those in this universe. However, you could definitely kind of bring the light, the stuff that's going on, and talk some sense into the other political leaders, because they're not all just going to be like, oh yes, yeah, we're going to agree with all this, and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. No, of course not. Like that's not right. Which we'll see that more in the next episode, kind of who's spearheading a lot of this wrongdoings that are going on, right? And kind of messed up thinking. See, again, under martial law, they're not really deserters. They didn't try to die. They fled a battlefield and took their life. Excuse me. Oh my god. Come here, Charlie. Charlie. I know. Got a little doggo with me. Watching him. He's a little old guy. But he's a lap dog. Oh, yes! Oh my god, yes! I'm such a sucker for ships, dude. What is wrong with you? Hi, Ponto. Oh yeah, Atherin doesn't know that Kira's alive yet either, I don't think. I mean, things happen, like... Yeah, you guys got blinded by all your hate. They're so absolutist in everything, like it's either black or white to them. I'm just like, isn't that the same thing that you guys are like trying to not, focus on, that it's not just black and white, but here they are also using the same kind of mental thinking that others in this universe, like, Zala and, well, we haven't met him yet, but one of the other, like, political figures. Hi, Ponto. Yeah, this is when I was like, okay. I can't believe... I think I said this, I say this in like a much later episode, but when I was going back and editing, I didn't realize that I had called this from the get-go. This is probably the best development for Durka. Before I didn't care about him, but now I'm just like, yeah, dude. Oh, he called her honey? Bro, stop. Ooh, yeah, they're getting a little closer. Also, I looked up why the names are so weird, and I understand now. If you're a prisoner of war, you're a prisoner of war the whole time. Unless there's like an exchange going on, between different countries or forces or whatever, but if you're a prisoner of war, you're there until the end of the war, essentially, because in the eyes of the other government, you are a murderer. You have murdered plenty of people, and you don't really... I mean, it's a little bit different than being a belligerent, right? Because you are an armed forces soldier, and you're kind of doing the country's bidding, and when there's a treaty, then you can get released back. So it is different, but is it? It is interesting. It reminds me of the whole Voltaire quote that something that soldiers are just murderers to the sound of a drum or something like that. Or I don't know, I can't remember. I am curious. They're talking about it took out 80% of Zaf's attack forces. Is it talking about it just took out 80% like of their entire military? or was it just 80% that came there? Like it took out 80% of its, forces that were on ground at Alaska. I didn't think about that before, but now I'm wondering about it. Because, I mean, there are just a bunch of people dying. They're talking about, like, oh, this war has gone on for a longer time than we thought it would. And I'm like, this, like, season so far has maybe spanned over, like, 1 month. And if they took out 80% in one episode, it's like, oh, okay, well, not going to last much longer, I don't think. Of course, the propaganda shows that they didn't activate the Cyclops, so it was just destroyed by the Zap forces. Yeah. It does bother me a little bit, like, how well propaganda works in this world, because you could just make your own anti-propaganda and just be like, no, the Earth Alliance forces are the ones that destroyed everything. What is wrong? Oh, God. Okay, with what LaFlaga just said, I mean, yes, he is correct, but also we can overcome that. You're always going to have that thing, but we're going to find differences in whatever it is, right? Genders, right? Races, ethnicities, sexual orientation, all these things, color your skin, the way you look. Oh, are you, what political party you belong to? Or just your views, ideologies. It's all dumb. We all try to find differences in each other. We overcome it, though, like the majority of us. But, yes, there's always going to be friction. We always find a reason to not. Even if we all were exactly the same, I'm sure humanity would still find a way to be like, oh, I was born, generational. It's all stupid, because we're all humans. We all generally act the same. We just have different views and things, but to judge somebody based on just your differences is so stupid, right? Now, being a murderer is different, right? Having, like, those ethics and stuff like that, that's a different thing. But then you try to tie those to, like, say, someone of a certain religion or certain, skin color or whatever it is, murdered somebody, and then you're going to be like, oh, well, they're all murders. And, generalization isn't good either. So, LaFlaga is correct, but at the same time, it's, you can't just be like, oh, well, we're going to do it anyway, so why even make the effort? It's like, no, you should minimize that and make laws, policies, change culture and views and stuff like that. And then that's kind of how you change a people, right? You have to change the culture of people and the way that they view things. Yes, that's right. He's spitting facts right now. There's still time. No one cares. Oh, yeah, that's right. So I was actually editing the next episode. He did say, like, it's time to ready your swords. And then in the next episode, he says something, like, kind of different that's just really bizarre. That contradicts this, so... Again, the writing does kind of suck in this show, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, and who's behind his room? But Flay Alistar. Bro, she could have stopped so many things if she just shot him. That's crazy. He's like, yo, you don't want to die by the hands of another, then die at your own hands. I actually recently watched John Wick 2. I rewatched it. And I gotta say, that scene where... if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, okay? But there's a thing in it where he's basically going there because he's forced to kill this guy's sister. And, it's John, right? He knows everybody. Everybody knows him. He's kind of close with certain people. And the sister's like, she knows why he's there. And she's like... And then she decides... And it's like this bath scene. And instead of him killing her, she decided to end it herself. So she, like, you know, cuts herself, right? And she did it the right way. But I thought that was just so empowering. I was like, damn, like, you know you're going to die, right? If you're in a situation where it's like, she's like, and she says that thing, basically, of what I said. She was like, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to do it my, you know, like, my way. I'm going to go out on my own terms, essentially. She's like, I've lived my life my way. I'm going to die my way. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. But, sorry, it just reminded me of that for some reason. It's just a really cool scene. You should go watch the series if you've never seen it. Yeah. None of it matters. Oh, suits her. Okay, never mind. No, she's a little princess. Daddy's little girl. Damn it. I forgot the jiggle physics. That was just so funny. It's so subtle, too. It's just like, wait, why would you do that then? Oh. Yep. Nope, not the strike. Honestly, you know, I just thought about that. If they're there just to destroy the mass driver, then what's the point of fighting all those forces? I mean, I get it, they're like working up their way, but couldn't they just destroy the mass driver from a little further away? Just like launch a missile strike on it? I understand they might have anti-missile batteries and whatnot, but I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe land the forces and then do the attack. There's no point in just trying to kill all those people because then you're just losing more ground, I get. I don't know. I don't think that... Sometimes the tactics in this just aren't very smart. Are they doing anything special? I can't really remember. Haven't we seen these before? Or not? Oh, that's right. It's just a bomb, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, never mind. The tactics make sense now. This is what they were waiting on. Still, though, this seems a little over the top as a plan. You have missiles. You have literally Gundam suits here that could have just destroyed the mass driver themselves, probably. You know, damaged it enough to the point that they couldn't use it. And now, oh yeah, and all those people from Alaska headquarters are there. They're gonna all die. Wait, what? What is causing that to happen? See? Why couldn't they have just done that? Just done a bombing run from the beginning. Okay, also, how are their mobile suits still working? You know, I understand, like, maybe it has, like, a chip to do whatever, that it doesn't get affected by that EMP blast or whatever. But how does the blast destroy the mass driver just magically? I don't think I asked this question before, but now I'm rewatching it and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But I forget that I probably was also just like tired of things not making sense, so I just let it drive. It's okay. It's fine. It's anime. It's Gundam. I know that Kira's supposed to have changed, right? But I've kind of noticed that he hasn't... I don't know. I don't think Kira is a very... I probably say this way later, and I know I'm just kind of re-saying stuff that you guys will probably see my first time, but I don't find Kira much of an exciting character. He's not a good protagonist. Not a very enjoyable character in general. He's kind of boring, in my opinion. He's just saying less now, not being as irrational, you know, not being so emotional. with everything. He's a little bit more level-headed. That's like his maturity, I guess. Which it works somewhat, but I don't know. It's whatever. It's not like the most exciting thing and whatnot. And I also just don't understand what happened to make him change all like drastic like this. You know, he just had like an epiphany. It's like, I don't know. It's whatever. But that's my opinion on him. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is cool. Yep. I thought Cogly was going to pilot it. Which I do like too. I think I was be more excited if Cogly was the one piloting it though. Honestly. Hey, Ponto, no! Get out of there! No, back up! No. Ponto, I have a lot of things in there, buddy. You're not going under the fence. My gosh. Dogs. I'm laughing. Alright guys, that was it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed be kind of re-reacting to it. I don't know how well I did, but the rest of the season, it's my first time reaction, so I hope you enjoy me kind of going through it and seeing it for the first time. I know it's maybe not as exciting for me rewatching it because I know what's happening. I didn't really remember everything that was happening in this though, so hope it was somewhat enjoyable, but you know, things happen in life. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, smash subscribe, leave a comment down below. As you know, I always enjoy reading you guys' comments, and I'll see you in the next one.